What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Morphin Monday as we continue Nicki's first time watch through of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and today is the Ninja Encounter Part 2. We are on Part 2 of this historic two-part episode.
You mean 3-part?
Oh, it is 3 parts. Never mind. This historic 3-part episode.
Yes, they're gonna have more long sequences, so they need a whole other episode to have them.
We encountered ninjas last episode. I wonder if we will encounter more ninjas today.
I have a feeling we're gonna encounter a lot of stuff.
Whatever, let's just find out.
Yeah.
Jumping into Ninja Encounter Part 2 right now. Whoa, explosion.
Wow, the emphasis on 3 specific Rangers.
The emphasis on Tommy. Tommy was in like 7 cuts of that like 30 cut sequence.
They really want to push the White Ranger.
I just wish we had like a episode about Saba.
I know, that actually would be epic. And it would be lore building.
Like kind of like Appa Alone from Avatar, but it's Saba Alone.
Maybe
it's coming. Maybe I'm hinting at what to expect.
Here's the difference. Can he actually move on his own?
He can fly.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen him without Tommy.
You see him, well, Tommy, like...
Okay.
You see him, like, laser things by himself.
I mean, yeah, but, I mean, you're also comparing him to the GOAT, Appa.
Okay, I feel like you're disrespecting Saba. Saba, like, does a lot.
Your new friend and their teacher are in very serious trouble. It is imperative that we establish their location.
Zordon, I just met them. Don't...
Reports that Mr. Anderson, Adam, Rocky, and Aisha are being held in some sort of closed
That is definitely not Jason.
What are you talking about? That's Austin. And that's not someone in a very big wig trying to hide not Twee's face. I'm just gonna throw this out. This is a very bad stereotype.
Don't do that. You're gonna make them angry.
I think you're just fine.
I don't know if they understand what they would be angry about.
And I'll persuade them to join us. Time is a luxury we don't have. But they are very strong-willed, my lord.
I mean, you should be torturing them.
I was gonna say, what's the time frame exactly anyway?
I mean, not that I condone torture,
No.
but he should be torturing them.
It would definitely be more effective. Because right now they're not doing anything.
Goldar has become infinitely more watchable in Season 2.
Yes, because he can actually do more and express thoughts that are
Yes.
intelligent. What? That's such a weird design.
I think it's a really nice design.
It's just weird because it's like a human body.
Yeah, with like a Sakura, with Sakura blossoms. Cherry
Well,
blossoms.
That was definitely not a stock shot.
What are you talking about? Tommy's wearing all green because reasons.
I was also talking about the shot of Walter and Tui.
It could prove to be disastrous.
Listen, just because Walter looks a year younger doesn't mean that it's stock footage.
Alpha will provide you with all the details when his analysis.
That was quick.
I cannot even pinpoint the location of the monster.
Fear not, Rangers. I have anticipated and prepared for Zed's interference. But first, Tommy, Kimberly, and Billy.
Did Zordon just do something useful?
Talents of those 3 young people must not be turned to the service of evil.
We did it, guys.
Trini and Zach, you must stop the terrible.
You must leave the show.
Wait, what?
It won't be possible.
What, Zordon?
New transport mode called jetting.
Jetting will allow you to see exactly where you are going.
What?
Oh, don't worry. You have to just experience jetting. I forgot jetting debuted this early, but boy, are you going to love jetting.
Was it made specifically? Oh! So, what? So they're just flying! That's all that is!
Yes! Yes!
No, wait! This is American created, right?
Yes.
They could have come up with so many things.
They could teleport.
And this is what they did to fill a few seconds of screen time.
Once I find a place to germinate my seed pods, nothing will be able
What?
Was that Zordon talking to Zordon?
What concerns me the most is the Terror Blossom's threat to reproduce himself.
Oh man, can he do that?
He's going to try. Alpha,
Oh man, can you do
I
that?
feel like I could do a better Austin than that.
Yes.
Oh no, the baby's still in the park.
we can no longer divide this
Aw.
power team.
I mean, I would hope you care about all babies.
Or it's too late. Alert Tommy and the others.
Billy, wait. I read
Tommy and the others.
Tommy, the threat
And the other two.
has increased. He must be stopped immediately.
I hope our friends will be okay until we get back.
Good work, Alpha. The sensors are back online.
What is... Everything is happening so fast.
I am actually confused.
This plan sucks.
Tommy, transport now.
Oh no. Ay.
He split them up. Now he's like, second thought, can't split them up.
Let's go.
Come on, you guys. Let's put these two on ice.
What? Wait, I thought they couldn't tell... You know, fuck it, I'm out.
Well, wait, didn't... I'm confused. So wait,
That just sounds like Adam at this point.
I do have a question. Do we ever see jetting again?
Yes.
Oh god.
Jetting we will see, and then it will just disappear at some point. We will continue to see it, and then you will not see it.
So it was basically introduced to give the stunt actors something to do.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why they introduced it. I guess they introduced it because they just wanted the Power Rangers to fly.
Okay, but they could also do that in a way that looks way better than that.
As if they forgot that the Power Rangers can actually use a faster means of transportation, teleportation.
Right, and then they immediately got rid of the plot reason why they couldn't do it.
Yes.
That's quite enough. I'm not going to take this from you, Power Rats, again.
I've grown weary of this. It's time for my monster to grow.
One kick from Tommy and you're just done. You're like, that's enough.
I mean, it is efficient, to be fair.
My God, this is so like,
Cringe?
it's so cringe for like Jason, who led this team, and now he's gonna take orders from Tommy.
Yeah.
Who are those voices? I heard Amy, because
Yeah.
Amy is the best.
Yes.
Amy's voice could like pierce the void, like it's so good, and that's all I heard.
Yeah. And the worst part is, I'm sure they have stock footage somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get him, guys.
So how long is this gonna be?
Probably like 7 years. I feel like that's a classic Tommy pose.
I mean, this is the coolest part of the episode so far.
Yes.
By miles.
Tommy's just hitting that Sailor Moon pose.
Yeah.
Stop it! I'm not getting claimed because you're singing Sailor Moon.
It's so great, though. Even you have to admit.
That's a banger theme song. I'm gonna be honest, it's great.
Nice.
Both versions.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
the American version's better.
Well, I was gonna say, well, that's what I kind of appreciate is that it was a translated opening of a great song already.
But
And
they
actually-
made it faster.
Well, they made it cool. They made it sound cooler.
They made it more like pop rock.
Yeah, they made it pop rockish. It's more of an actual fight song than a hero song than a romance song.
Yeah. Whereas the original Japanese opening is very like romantic.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. We should be talking about this.
I mean, they've seen us talk about this for 25 episodes already, more.
To be fair, like, I feel like we don't see the Tiger Zord enough.
No, we could talk about the Tiger Zord.
Like, that's actually cool, but it's because it's Sentai footage.
The Tiger Zord, I think, is one of the best Zords in Power Rangers. I think it is a perfect Zord. Perfect size. I think both modes are really cool. Just like the Red Dragon. I think the Red Dragon's one of the coolest Zords
Yeah.
in Power Rangers.
I feel like I saw people commenting saying that the Tiger Zord is the better Zord, but they have such a soft spot for the Dragon Zord.
Oh, absolutely. It's always going to be tough. Like, the Tiger Zord, I think, me personally, design aesthetic-wise, I like the Dragon Zord, but the Tiger Zord, I think, has to edge it out because it has its own warrior mode. which is a huge upside advantage.
It just looks cool because tigers always look cool.
I mean, yeah, it's proportioned really good. Just the design is really good.
Yeah. Also,
I love the cockpit.
I was gonna say,
The
like,
cockpit is so good.
it's such a cheap shot. It's such a better cockpit.
It really is. The Dragon Zord cockpit is just the same as the other Zord cockpits, but it has the Dragon Zord aesthetic to it. Whereas this feels unique
Yeah.
and very cool.
Whoa.
That was easy.
Yeah, Zed, maybe not a great plan. Ugh.
Ugh.
Well, yeah.
For my talented guests.
It won't be long before those guests become your evil warriors.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Aisha's good at picking locks. I don't think
It
she's
is-
as good as we were led to believe.
It's definitely taking a while.
The Rangers destroyed the Hasbro.
Wrong show, Alpha.
Oh, no. Zordon! The pieces of the monster have not disintegrated.
Ew.
They do. This can only mean one thing. The Cardiotron must still be alive. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, it's the heart.
Yep.
That's kind of yucky. Even if it's fake looking.
Cardiotron before the monster
They should have just stepped on it with the Zords.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah, but they also probably weren't expecting it.
Cardiotron.
Consider it done, Zordon.
Oh.
Resume your original mission to rescue the 3 young people and their teacher.
We'll take care
The 3 people and their teacher.
And that guy. This episode is like super. It really is just at this point Tommy and the Power Rangers.
Tommy?
And just listen how Zordon addresses the team. Tommy and the others.
What is happening, Alpha?
The monster
I don't know.
has reassembled himself, and he's going on a rampage.
Oh no. Too
Oh
bad.
no, he destroyed that box. No.
Do anything to guard against your interference. Please be careful.
Right, Zordon. White Tiger Sword, power up.
In fairness, in his mild defense,
Yeah.
this is obviously to take away attention from the others so that they can use the footage and actors they have.
Yeah, it's really blatant this episode, and also
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't look good from an optic standpoint looking back because it just puts so much emphasis on Tommy, and it makes the other Rangers really feel like afterthoughts.
Oh, I think it's shitty no matter what.
Yeah.
That like it's an explanation, it's not justification.
True. Please be careful picking that lock. You might pinch your finger.
Got it, you guys.
Whoa. Alright.
Okay. Why is there chipped paint on the chains?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
We'll talk about this after, because as someone who just is handy and knows my way around a hardware store, we'll talk about why chains will never look like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not questioning that.
But it's okay. I know the prop team was given $5 and a McDonald's coupon to build these props, so I do give them a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hey guys, why don't we try dodging?
Well, it's not working very well.
Tommy, what do we do? Guys, just keep walking forward.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, now it's working. Isn't that great?
Yeah, he's a good leader.
That toy is useless.
It is an actual toy, so he's not wrong.
Oh my god, that was the Dino Megazord. If you go back and you watch, you could see the Dino Megazord in the smoke.
Oh my god.
Because they're using... Oh, okay, Rocky.
What's going on here? How did you get free?
Whoa!
What the hell?
Chain them back up, all of them.
That's creepy.
That was weird.
Lloyd said wouldn't want to lose them. It is pointless to try to escape one way or the other. You will serve Lord Zed.
I mean, the chains mean nothing if you don't have the lock, so where is it?
They're gonna spend these next 2 episodes chained to this thing.
Evil side. Never. You might just change
Famous voice actor Johnny Young Bosch.
Or this wooden serpent will complete its transformation into a living, slithering creature. Surrender
What?
voluntarily and become the leader of Lord Zed's evil army. Wait
Rocky's like, leader? Something I will never become?
the hideous evil drones.
Wait, why do they have to be hideous?
Yeah, that's kind of messed up. Is he calling them ugly?
I mean,
Why did that not come up? Like, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Out of here with it. Thunder power.
it's weird that that's the first time that's been said. That I can remember, at least.
Yes.
Because they've been the Thunder Zords the whole season.
Yeah, they're just making up stuff. They're like, we have to, like, make ourselves seem important somehow. Because Tommy's the only one who got any lines this episode.
Alpha, teleport the Rangers back to the command center.
Right away, Zordon.
A job well done, Power Rangers.
Tommy, why are you in green? Sorry, Zordon.
Zed is still holding
Laundry day.
captive in his dimension of despair, with the hope of luring their powers to the service of evil. Meanwhile, the Terror Blossom is still rampaging through Angel Grove, looking for a heat source to germinate his seed pods.
How strange that a creature that freezes everything in its path would need heat to reproduce itself.
Even Lord Zed
Good point, Alpha.
laws of nature.
Bad point, Zordon.
Your attention.
You'll have to split into two teams again.
What? Why?
What? He didn't tell you how or why or what?
Again, this is their desperate attempt
Forget it.
to separate them.
They're so cheap, they're reusing stock footage of Tommy, Billy, and Kimberly.
Yeah.
Well,
It's getting so cold.
What? So now they're frozen.
there's no justification for how bad these episodes have made Jason, Trini, and Zach look.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Rocky's like, guys, I kind of want to be a leader. I'm never gonna get that chance.
Yes, Zordon. I read you loud and clear. What's up?
Tommy, Jason, Trini, and Zach were caught in the monster's shower of pebbles.
Ay, 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 ay. They're frozen.
Ay, 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 indeed.
Now, we've got to help them.
But we also have an obligation to Rocky, Aisha, and Adam.
Well, we can't be in two places at one time.
Zordon, how much time do we have left?
I'm afraid it doesn't look good, Power Rangers.
Oh no.
Oh no. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, what do we do?
Goldar Snake has completed its transformation and is slowly
It's been an hour?
young friends and their teacher.
Stop saying your friends and their teacher. It sounds weird.
Tommy's like, well, actually, Zordon, we only really met them once. Twice, maybe?
Where they should have to choose.
I agree with you, Alpha, but I see no other way. Unless you can transport Jason and the others back to the command center in their frozen state.
I'm sorry, Zordon. I can't bring them home without the other Rangers.
Okay.
What?
We understand.
Wait, why? Haven't they transported them individually before?
Right. We'll get Jason and the others and then we'll come back.
Let's go. Hang in there, buddy.
This is wild.
That took way too long for
Why
them to
doesn't
decide.
Tommy just does everything himself anyway? Why don't you just send Tommy?
Come to join your friends, have you?
Let's get him.
Does Zordon really think it would take more than one Ranger to save them? Wow, now they're using mannequins.
Because they're cheap and lazy.
Those are literally mannequins. Just hitting them with the Kamehameha.
We've got to get him out of here.
Even the music's not great this episode.
Well, that's because we didn't get any, like, really cool
Yeah,
actual, like, songs. Wait.
I don't.
At the
This is
set on high.
guys. I'm sorry. This is cringe, guys. This is really cringe.
I don't understand.
But good on Billy. Always branding.
Yes. And doing something.
He's like, listen, if they're gonna use me for my intellect, I'm making everything blue.
Alpha.
Well, maybe all it needs is a couple of adjustments.
Zordon, I'm bored. Can I go hit some dude?
Tommy, we don't have much time.
Can't at least one of them go?
This is the slowest snake.
Stay calm, Aisha. We'll find a way out of this somehow.
Rocky's like, guys, let's hear the snake out.
But he also said he hates snakes.
But now he's like, what?
Why on Adam, though? That's the weirdest ending shot.
That came out of nowhere.
All right. I need to say something.
All right, say it. Preach. The table's yours.
I hate saying this because I don't think I've ever said this about a single episode. I feel like this entire episode was unnecessary.
This episode has no reason for existing. It's actually insane to me that they wasted any money making this part 2 episode at all.
The only explanation is it was an episode order and they had to meet it. But honestly, because what actually happened is you have the main monster, okay, but then the main monster calls upon a secondary monster. They have to fight that monster twice, and then we see the Stony Canyon 3 break out, do kind of a cool unmorph sequence, and then immediately get recaptured.
Yep.
That's the entire episode.
All right, before I start talking, trigger warning, guys, I'm going to be negative about this episode because this episode sucked. Like, no offense. Like, I love Power Rangers. I really do. I love it with all of my heart. But we got to take off the nostalgia goggles. This episode has no reason for existing. It's not even a clip show because the stock footage, some of the stock footage they used is from this episode.
Yeah. And it wasn't even entertaining stock footage.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. There's nothing to say about this episode because nothing happened.
The only positives are literally the Tiger Zord, but I'm sure we'll see better episodes that feature it.
The Zord fighting was great, but I'm sure that's all stock footage anyway. So I'm sure they reused that footage at some point too. So it's crazy to me. This I feel like for the lore sake, I have to talk about jetting and how insanely stupid it is.
It's yeah, just go ahead.
But it's just like, it's so weird. It's so weird to me that they wanted to make the Power Rangers fly. It has no reason for existing. It actually took a lot of work to do production-wise.
Yeah.
Because they had to create, one of the prop people had to create miniatures of all of the Rangers in the flying pose.
Oh my god.
And literally that's what you see going up and going straight. And then the stuff that you see with them doing like this and moving, that's all done on a green screen.
Yeah.
But like all of those are miniatures, so he had to make like 6 miniatures. It was crazy. Yeah, just really weird choice. But it is fun. Like, it's fun seeing it used in like applications where it deserves to be used. Like in the comics. Like in one comic, Aisha uses it in space because like that makes sense. You can't walk in space. Space is a vacuum, so you need like a jet boost. So it makes sense that you use this jetting.
Yeah.
But when you have the ability to teleport, it makes 0 sense.
It literally seems like, hey, let's introduce something that they think is cool, and then it took up a few seconds of screen time to make it look like the other 3 were doing something.
Yeah, I mean, but good for all you guys who like talk shit about me making fun of Zordon. Zordon did something proactive this episode, so you got one.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And then he continued to do nothing for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
So, great. We got that. But other than that, yeah, like, it's sad because I really like doing these examinations at the end of the episodes. In season 1, it was very easy because I felt like there was a lot of character growth and a lot of character stuff that we could discuss. And we could review it and discuss it and break it down like we do most other TV shows on the channel.
Yeah.
But in season 2, it's so monotonous and there's really no character work being done, especially with the new 3 Rangers. Like, if they wanted a bottle episode, if they wanted a cheap episode, why not spend half of it in that cave developing Rocky, Aisha, and Adam?
I was going to say, like, that's how bad it was. I would have rather, even if what they said wasn't great, I would have probably rather hear them just talk.
Like, that would have been great for me because, like, just hearing them go like, man, I can't believe we left Stone Canyon for this. Hey, you guys remember when we did XL? Like, give us something of their backstory. Like, give us something. Like, it's so Rocky is so insanely underdeveloped as a character throughout all of Power Rangers that there's backstory about him that just came out from like an old magazine like a few weeks ago, and everyone's like, wow, no one ever knew this about Rocky, the fact that he comes from a big family. Like, where's that? Like, go like, man, I miss all my brothers and sisters.
You know what it is, now that I think about it. This is a show that they are aiming towards children, so having an episode of talking is not going to be good enough to entertain.
But okay.
In their minds.
Okay, counterpoint. 5% of this episode was spent on reaction shots of Mr. Anderson.
I know.
A character who has no relevance to the history and lore of Power Rangers at all, except that he is in these episodes.
That's the weirdest part, is the bizarre emphasis on the shots. And like I said, I cannot get over the fact that Zordon, he could even just say, like, save them. He has to specifically say, your friends and their teacher, like 4 or 5 times.
And I'm going to continue to call out the really shady practices of Saban during this era, because he not only is it all the stuff with the 3 actors that left, but then he was so cheap that he bought 3 mannequins.
Yeah.
On set, instead of just hiring extras to stand still in the suits, so he wouldn't have to pay them to be like a day wage.
I will actually give him. Well, I don't want to give him any credit.
Do not give him any credit.
I don't want to give him credit. I want to say, in the mildest defense of the production team, if the intention was to be entirely frozen and they had multiple shots where they held the camera on them, I get why they would do that, to make so that way there was no chance of like any like people losing their balance or anything.
Okay. Counterpoint. They've done this same trope in multiple episodes of this series, but so far.
I don't feel like they left the camera lingering as much. And again, it still doesn't change the fact
that didn't leave the camera lingering.
But also, again, it's cheaper, but it also doesn't make a difference. It still negates the risk, is what I mean.
I just don't agree, because the camera's on them for such a short period of time that you could have hired. Like, it's all about cheapness. It's all about cheapness and pettiness. I would rather pay money to a company to buy mannequins than give money to hardworking actors who would kill to stand still on Power Rangers. Because trust me, there were a lot of people. There are hungry actors working to this day that would love to just stand still for half a day on set.
Oh, I don't blame you. And especially if they're just an extra that's not speaking. I know that they get paid substantially less.
Because here at the MontyVerse, we're for the actors, okay? And the writers. We support both of the unions.
Yes.
So take that. Take that months after the strike ended. This is where we stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. But overall, this was definitely an episode of Power Rangers.
That is factually accurate.
This was one episode of Power Rangers. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you want to watch our other Power Ranger reactions, click the link on the page. And until next time, guys, stay versed.